And it'll be West Rutland with the basketball. So on seniors night, Heidi Byrne taking the first shot will be off the mark. So Black River and West Rutland in varsity basketball action on Munger Vision. And Heidi Byrne was honored before the start of the ball game as the only senior on this West Rutland squad. Let's see a couple sophomores, junior, and a bunch of freshmen, and there's a foul called. And nobody over 5'8" on the team. And we'll have the first foul called. It's Black River, and I'll do the rosters for you in just a second. But we're underway on Munger Vision. This will be the last regular season home game for West Rutland. And again, it's a squad that's full of athletes, full of good basketball players, and don't let the record fool you. There's always a learning curve, and they're only going to get better. Sam Lax with the game's first basket. The bad news tonight is that Jen Sumner injured her arm in the Leland and Gray game, and she's got her arm in a sling and not able to play tonight. As Quavinen will get to the baseline and lost the ball out of bounds. 22 is one of the scorers out there for Black River, Quavinen. Now these two teams have met earlier in the season down in Ludlow, and it was a very close ball game won by West Rutland. There'll be no pressure in the backcourt, and Hart will bring the ball up front now. That was a kind of casual attempt there by the senior, and it goes out of bounds, and they'll have a turnover. The head coach for West Rutland, of course, Carl Serrani, and Peter Collins, the head coach for Black River. You can see that West Rutland with that very recognizable extended defense as they try to go to Quavinen. That's number 15, McPherson, trying to get the ball in bounds. So West Rutland up by 2 with 55 seconds gone here in this first quarter play. And it's going to become a steal and a foul, and it should be assessed. So number 11, Roundy, is Tiffany Roundy going for the ball. Got in there and took down Sam Lax. Mark Lambert, Willie Parker, the officials for tonight's ball game at the beautiful Hinchy Gymnasium. Home to the Glossic tournament, and I'll have the Glossic tournament for you on Munger Vision. I can only assume what I've read. I haven't been contacted. It starts in mid-March. Oh! Lax feeling it. Got the outside shot to drop. She's got all 4 of West Rutland's points, and there's a foul on Amanda Hart as she tried to get in there, and Roundy got fouled, and it'll be... There's Kalia. So Black River will take the ball out of bounds right in front of their own bench, and it'll be Roundy number 11 to try to get the ball into play. And they'll do so as they get the ball down inside to McPherson. Must reverse it, blocked, and Morgan Raish. You know, going back, looking through the season, Morgan Raish, 21 out there, has had an outstanding year for West Rutland. But her twin sister, who's also just about 6 foot, of course, blew her ACL out at the end of the soccer season. And I think that really kind of, I don't know the word I want, kind of put a twist into the season coming in, and because plans were made all through the 8th grade season last year with the twins, and through the AAU season with the twins. And, you know, kind of, you've got to change the game plan right away when you lose one of your tall players, one of your offensive players, one of your defensive standouts. And I think West Rutland did that. Remember, they started the season off at 2-0. I had both those games for you on Munger Vision. Byrne firing, and Byrne a little long and strong. She's probably still a little juice. She's got her boyfriend Justin Carter here in the crowd, her parents. She came out and got the balloons, the flowers, the big send-off as a senior. And sometimes it takes a while to settle down as Quavinen will kick the ball out. Chambers will put it up and get it. 2-point shot for Chambers. They'll cut the lead in half at 42. I expect this to be a close ball game, just like it was down in Black River. Lax with the catch will push the ball inside, and that's twice tonight Burns dropped the passes. And that's just, you know, her mind's other places right now. And like I said, it could be just to start the ball game with the, it's a different routine. It's Quavinen will kick it out, and Chambers will put the ball on the floor, wants to wheel to the hole, had the ball knocked away from behind, right to Roundy, and she'll miss the 10-foot shot, and then we have a foul on the rebounding action, and Willie will make the call. And that'll be on Chambers. Yeah, you can see the ball being taken out of bounds by McPherson. Both these teams very similar as far as physical size out there in players. And now they realize that's West Rutland basketball. Okay, so Byrne looking for and coming to the middle of the floor to Raish. Raish, to me, has just had a phenomenal season as a freshman starting for our varsity squad, and I just can't imagine. And look at Lax. Lax having 6 points, all 6 West Rutland points. Sammy Lax has got him. It's Quavinen will race up the far side, and she's in the front court, and she's just, well, actually quite a bit outside the elbow, and she'll get to the top of the arc between circles, get to the free throw line, and now she needs some help. And here's the help defense. The ball will pop free. Byrne goes to the floor. Can't hold it. Quaven with the shot. No good. Rebound will come down, and Roundy left it short. Nice box out. Who is that? Hart with a good box out. Man, she could have wore a saddle. She had her on her back so bad. And Lax will miss it. There's the putback. Got it. But I tell you, West Rutland playing very well right now. And they've had spells this season, even in their losses, where they put together some solid stretches of basketball, giving you a peek into the future of what this team will be like. And those freshmen. And there's a lot of them turn into, sophomores and juniors, do a little growing. As Rumrill, 21 in the ball game for McPherson for Black River. That's the change out there. Raish want to post up Chambers, will kick the ball out. Byrne passed up the shot. Hart's going three-balling, and not going to happen. That's Raish with the offensive rebound. Puts it up and in. There's that nice soft touch by Raish. She's got great hands as far as catching the ball and going up with the ball. And Quaven took it all the way to the hole, and might have been looking for a whistle. Took it hard off the glass, and it'll be in the hands of Sammy Lax now. Hollyburn, it's a two-point shot and no good. Front rim to the legs back, she took the shot. The offensive rebound will come down to Raish again. She had a couple chances that time, and she actually had one extra chance and got the second rebound. Byrne up and no. I like the fact that there are people shooting the ball tonight for West Rutland. Jump ball called, and it'll be Black River basketball. And it's going to be Roundy taking the basketball out of bounds, and West Rutland's going to extend the defense, going to put pressure on, and that's been a trademark, a signature of Coach Carl Serrani. He's had a lot of success with it. I certainly, even though they're going to be below 500 this year and not have a home playoff game, West Rutland, I certainly would call this a successful season. To take that many underclassmen, to lose 9 seniors off a championship team, a team that went to back-to-back title games, winning one of them, and to come in with all these freshmen and underclassmen with no height, really. I think he's done a magnificent job. I think they've done a magnificent job. How it was in the push, I don't know, but Byrne, three-ball on it, no. Nice box out that time by Roundy, and unfortunately went off from her hands out of bounds. So it stays with West Rutland up 10-2 with 3:14 to go in the first quarter of what's the final home game of the regular season. Or it could be a home season game, I don't know. Hollyburn, oh, that thing's got to go in. It took her a while, but it spun down and in, and it'll make it a 13-2 game. And I believe that's the first three-point shot that's dropped for either side. Well, I would hope so, since Black River's only got 2 points. It'd be hard to have a three-point play. Chambers with a great catch on a tough pass, and Raish will be called for the foul. Yeah, and Raish, like I said, represents their height and their low post player and their intimidator on the defense, and they really can't afford to lose her. Now, Kayla Dambrakis coming in, another freshman coming in for Sam Lax, who's another freshman. Riopel on the bench, she's a freshman. I mean, I started going through this roster, and there are a lot of underclassmen. Nice grab by Chambers. And that ball will squirt free, and Dambrakis will have it. Well, she will be getting a break there as it goes out of bounds. They say off from Black River. Dambrakis, I thought, was actually fouled on the push. That wasn't the case. So West Rutland with an 11-point lead, trying to end the regular season here at home the way they started it, with a win. Believe me, you get some momentum heading into the playoffs. Sure. They post up Raish, and just too strong. Dambrakis in the backcourt to put pressure on the ball. Now Quaven with the basketball will work it up because the crossover dribble. She'll lose Hollyburn. Open at the free throw line. Got it. Nice shot by Quaven. That's just bad communications defensively, though, by West Rutland. They got picked off with a screen up top, and nobody talked or switched off. Dambrakis, no, and she's an outside shooter. She's a scorer. And that's a tough pass. Byrne will get it, bring it back out of the pack, and Dambrakis, there's a push from behind on Chambers. Yep. Oh, my goodness. Did he call that the other way? Willie. Now, I know I'm a West Rutland fan, and I know I'm a hometowner, and I'm proud of all that, and I never was hired or paid, and I can have my opinion on what I want, but I really didn't see the call that way. Doesn't mean Willie got it wrong. It means I interpreted it different, but wow. That's big, because that's 2 fouls now on Raish. Now, it's one thing to get in foul trouble and actually be committing the fouls. It's another thing to be in foul trouble. I don't know how that wasn't blocking on Hart, but the basket by Chambers. And I tell you, if Raish leaves the ball game in foul trouble, that's going to change the complexion of the game completely for West Rutland. That's Raish. We'll kick it out. They'll wheel the ball back around to the elbow, and they'll go back down inside to Raish. Up, over, and got it. Raish will go to the line and shoot a couple, and Chambers, I believe, will pick up the foul. And that is the call. Now stop the clock with 1:17 to go in the first quarter of play. And coming to the scores table will be number 35, Hannah Van Gilder. And it's going to be a Black River change. And so Raish got it. I said Morgan Raish to me has played like an upperclassman this year. And I don't know her that well. Just she gives off the karma. She seems like she's just a good student, a good teammate. Seems like a very smart young lady, school-wise. I'm sure she's all of that, and I can't wait for her sister to get healed up and be out there with her next year. And that was blocked, and Quaven making a call. See her tapping her hand. I'm not saying she's seen. I thought she might be saying that it was tipped out of bounds, Black River basketball, or she was saying I got hit on the wrist, but Roundy looks, and Roundy will find Quaven in 1 minute left in the first quarter play. West Rutland by 8, and Quaven went all the way to the baseline, got caught in the paint. Hart just reached in and ripped it out of there. Quaven got in behind the backboard and had nowhere to go with it. Sam Lax is checked back in the basketball game. I just realized that for West Rutland. Raish too open, didn't realize it. Yeah, that threw her shot off. She turned around and was expecting a body to lean on her, and there was nothing there, and she was off balance when she took her shot. And Quaven into the front court. Pass is too tall, and it will go out of bounds off from the hands of number 11, Tiffany Roundy. So yeah, I mean, you missed it because I was doing the PA announcing. I wasn't able to videotape it, but the nice pregame ceremony for senior right there. Heidi Byrne, her mom and dad, and her boyfriend and sister. Was nice. Raish again played awful loose defensively. We'll kick it out to Lax. Ball was tipped getting out there. Lax with 6 points in his first quarter play, and Raish was open and just flat out missed the shot. And team foul stand at 4 against Black River and 2 against West Rutland, and it's 18.5 seconds left in this first quarter play. And this is number 21, Rumrill. The ball fake, and that was 35 with the ball fake. Van Gilder, West Rutland with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. We'll go to Dambrackas. This is her thing, taking these long distance shots. So they got a body on her nicely, took away her shot. Nope, it's after the whistle, and a good first quarter play by West Rutland. Sammy Lax right there was hot offensively, and it's 14-6. Westside with a lead on Munger Vision. The West Rutland basketball get this next 8 minutes going, and Raish staying in the ball game for Westside. And Dambrackas, boy, left alone, just sets it up and drains it. Dambrackas has done that all season. The scouting report on her is you got to get a body on the perimeter because she'll shoot the lights out. 17-6 now to lead to 11 for Westside. I'm just trying to identify. It looks like a zone defense that's off from the foot of Rumrill. She's trying to penetrate, swing around the elbow, and just basically dribble the ball off her foot. Now, my game plan is, if I can keep, now remember my camera broke at the, where was I? I can't remember what game I was at. Oh, the Mill River Boys, Honor Valley Boys game. My old used camera broke, and I used pieces and parts off from that to get this camera I'm using tonight to work. But if the camera keeps running, I plan on going to the last Mill River Boys, the last Mill River Girls basketball game, and I think the way it's setting up that they're the only team that I cover that will have home playoff games. So a lot of it depends on a couple things. My health has been terrible this year. I've had a non-serious sickness since November and just can't shake it. And sometimes, you know, getting older, just don't have it in me to come and do it, and we have a foul called on Hart. So that'll be Amanda Hart's first foul, and the ball bounds on the baseline as Hart will sit down. She's not collected her second foul, and Johanna Lee, number 12, coming out there for West Rutland. What a great job Johanna Lee has done all season for Coach Serrani. I think she's surpassed his expectations, pleasantly surprised in the travel call, as that was Van Gilder called for the travel. But getting back, you know, if I'm still kicking, the camera is still working, and the weather cooperates, I'll be down doing the last Mill River games, and hopefully they're playoff games. Other than that, again, if the camera works, I'm planning on doing the Classic tournament this 2011. Nice catch by Dambrackas, and she'll step around Roundy, put the shot up, no good. Rebound on the weak side will come down to Sam Lax. What a game Sammy Lax is having. Burn, no. Squared up, looking 3-ball, and Lax will get in there and got her finger, went on the sideline. It's a good call by Willie Parker. And she's going to bring Chambers back in the ballgame for Black River along with Alyssa Collins. So Collins and Chambers will check in as McPherson will sit down along with Van Gilder. Those are the changes for Black River. You see Chambers brings the ball back up top, and Rumrill split the defense, running one-hander, no good, and the rebound still on the floor. Rumrill will be fouled, and this is going to be a critical call if it's on 21. Now, unofficially, I've got it for 3. But I was wrong, thank goodness, it's only 2. And now I'll bring Holly Byrne back in the basketball game, number 15 for West Rutland. As Sarah Rumrill will try to get the second shot down, and Raish will come out of the ballgame with 6:11 to go, and that's a very small West Rutland lineup in there right now. Lee, though, in the past this season, number 12 out there for West Side, has done a great job on the boards. So hope she can continue that here tonight. Is Quavenin up? No. Oh, look at Roundy with the rebound, no good. Slaps the ball to the outside, chased down by Chambers. She in the corner, stuck over there with a couple defenders on her. Throws over the top of the trap to Rumrill. Her pass will be picked up by Dambrackas and Michaela. To Lax, to the hole, blocked. Jump ball called, and it'll be Black River basketball. Yes, and that's going to be number 12, Collins, sliding in there, and she'll just bring the ball in bounds to Quavenin. So Lisa Quavenin, who, all accounts, is the main offensive threat out here for Black River as they swing the ball down to Rumrill. A little strong, weak side rebound. Dambrackas, there's the acceleration in the front court. 2-on-2 are the numbers, and there's a foul, and yeah, Sammy Lax goes down hard, and good sportsmanship by Rumrill. She'll help her up, and there's be no shots yet. Now, each team at that point had 4 team fouls. That's now the 5th on Black River and the 1st on Rumrill.
Get outside of her.
Burn to Lax, to Dambrackas, going to the bucket. Got it. Oh, Dambrackas, like I said, as you can see, she's hit 3s from different parts of the arc, different areas on the arc, and you honestly have to get out there and defend her. I mean, can I go imagine? She's only a freshman. How much better she's just going to keep getting. Rumrill will go down, jump ball, West Rutland basketball. As Kayleen Eddings, 22 in the ball game, and Eddings, speaking of coming on, she has come on stronger late in the season for West Rutland. We're going to have a timeout taken by Black River as they trail 20-6 to West Side on Munger Vision. Electing to set up in their half-court defense, and at some point you got to look at how young the West Rutland squad is, and the fact that their point guard Jen Sumner isn't playing tonight. You might want to extend that defense to try to change up the tempo and the intensity level and get some turnovers if you're Black River. Quavenin got to the free throw line, and that defense scissored on her, closed up. Rumrill to the elbow, and taken away by Holly Byrne. Just picked her clean, and Byrne, nope. You could see she was counting her steps, switching hands up, and boy, we got whacked on the arm, no call, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with West Rutland. Now, Holly Byrne right there is just sinking way too long and hard, going in for the layup. Dambrackas looking for another 3. That might have been tipped. That was off the mark, and Roundy will have the basketball. 4:25 to go in the second quarter. 20-6, West Rutland with the lead. Final home game of the regular season for West Rutland. They'll be on the road for the playoffs. Unofficially. Up and got it. That was Collins that time. Nice little bank shot, little bunny shot from in tight. Made it count. We'll cut the lead to 20-8 now. in the corner, and Sammy Lax passed up the 3-ball. Holly Byrne won't. She'll put it up, no good. And that'll be a foul on Dambracus. That's an excellent call, and Roundy will take the ball out of bounds and should be joined in the backcourt by Lisa Quavinen. And we have Van Gilder coming back into the ball game along with McPherson. Those are Black River changes as Quavinen will sit down along with Collins. You can see Dambracus just making her presence felt in the backcourt. Rumwell came back to set the screen, and that'll pop McPherson in the front court. Eddings, yeah, good defensive communications there as they talked on the screen, switched off, and then the ball slapped out of bounds by Eddings. I'd like to congratulate the CSJ College of St. Joseph's men's basketball team for qualifying for the Sunrise Conference Tournament. They'll be the number 4 seed. They'll be playing Fisher College. They've lost twice to Fisher during the regular season. Both of them were very intense, very close ball games. Hopefully, they can bring home the Sunrise Conference Championship. And that was blocked out of bounds by West Rutland. So it stays with Black River. And you see McPherson going to bring the ball all the way back up top. Might got away with some steps there and comes off to Chambers. Chambers being guarded by Lee. Remember, Chambers opened up the ball game for Black River with a couple baskets. And that, I think, was definitely tipped to Chambers, and she put the shot up too hard. No air underneath the ball. And the outlet pass stolen by McPherson. She's just looking for some daylight. She'll bring it all the way back up between circles where there's some open court. And Lax will lose the ball out of bounds. Been a long possession for. It's been a long possession for Black River, but they haven't really got any quality shots. As Chambers, with a limp, has to come out of the ball game, and that'll bring back in Collins. So Rumrill got the ball into Roundy, and she's looking to do that. Just roundy she went. As see Rumrill trying that running one-hander, and it almost went, and then the rebound and the foul. We'll have a push called on West Rutland. That'll be the 7th team foul, so it'll be the 1-on-1 now for Black River. I'll tell you, like I said, last to guesstimate minute and 10 seconds, West Rutland has been playing a lot of defense down as soon as Black River had the ball. They just really, other than going to the free throw line, didn't really get a good look offensively, and that's going to be good by Rumrill. We'll make it 20-9. And if you're Black River, if you get this, you're only down by 10 on the road, and 2 players for West Rutland, sitting on 2 starters sitting on the bench for West Rutland with 2 personal fouls, so you're really not in terrible shape. Jump ball is going to stay down here with Black River. So Roundy with the ball fake. That's Robert Eddings went over the imaginary plane, stepped over the line, in other words. That's a warning. Next time it'll be a technical foul. Of course, Eddings didn't mean to do that. She's a very nice young lady, and she wouldn't do that on purpose. Only her 2nd year playing organized basketball. And like I said, she was fine last year, but even better this year, and she just made leaps and bounds of improvement for somebody with no experience. And what happened there was the shot was put up and hit the black pipe that holds up the backboard. That's considered out of bounds, and it will be West Rutland basketball. A quiet crowd tonight in what's been a very good ball game on seniors night. Congratulations to Heidi Byrne. And a travel called on Eddings as she shuffled that pivot foot just enough to get the call, and West Rutland now will get set up in their full court defense. And Rumrill came back in front of the defender and made herself available for the pass. Goes around Dambracus and crosses the timeline. So Black River now, they said, can knock the lead down to below 10 with the basket here, and she took some big steps. And that shot, oh man, halfway down, popped back out, and that'll leave it 20-9 to score. Dambracus with 3 threes so far in the ball game unofficially. We'll go back to Holly Byrne, 2-ball on it, and no, long rebound snatched out of there by Eddings and turned and fired, and that should be a travel call. Yeah, as Roundy basically just lost her footing and fell to the floor, and that's an automatic thing. That's travel called.
Third man.
They run the stack. I'm just popping out, and Lax got it. 2-pointer for Sammy Lax. She's got to be at least 8 points now. And she could have easily started this year, to be quite honest with you. As Dambrackas putting the pressure on along with Lee, and then the push called on Dambrackas. 5. Yeah, Willie will get that. Called number 5, Dambrackas, and that'll be her second personal. So a bunch of West Rutland players with 2 personal fouls, and just a minute 44 to go in the half. And McPherson, a lot of dribbling in her pre-shot ritual, will be up, and no. She's too tired to make the basket after all that dribbling. The outlet pass stolen by McPherson, no. And there's an easy one. Van Geiler with a big-time push from behind. And that'll be the 6th team foul. And Riopel coming in the ball game for Dambrackas for West Rutland. Then they're checking, it is 6 fouls, so no shots coming up for West Rutland. So Riopel, who played JV ball very well this year for West Rutland, playing some varsity ball tonight, as Holly Byrne will run the point now that Dambrackas has gone to the bench with 2 fouls. Riopel had the ball slapped out of her hands by Roundy. And it'll be Riopel, a little bounce pass into Byrne. Holly Byrne wanted to go down inside the Lee, and the ball slapped away by McPherson up ahead to Rumrill. Then slapped away by Lax to Riopel, and she'll plant the pivot foot and snap the pass hop on this side to Sam Lax. Cross court to Holly Byrne. The tempo kicks up a little bit for West Rutland, and that shot no good. A great decision to take the shot, and there's bodies tangled up behind the play. Is down the other end. It'll go off from the hands of Collins and out of bounds, and it'll be West Rutland basketball. So in the last few seconds, things are getting a little bit like the Wild West. And I like that. Kick the tempo up. Play some basketball. Get up down the floor. Nice grab by Lax as she had to go leaping in the air to get it. And that's got to be a foul. Riopel will hit the deck, and Roundy will send Riopel to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. Riopel tough. She'll collect herself, get up off the floor. As they get organized on the box, Quavinen will go down low on the blocks. Roundy on the other side, joined by Collins, Rumrill, and back at the line of protection will be Caitlin McPherson. Rebound will come down to Quavinen. Lax read it, got across, and Lax will make the steal. He stepped out of bounds. Right in front of Mr. Hijack, who's at every sporting event. He's cloned. He's got copies of himself at every sporting event going on every night. McPherson up, McPherson no. Weak side rebound, Eddings. She'll pivot and then find Holly Byrne. 39 seconds left. Is Quavinen going to put some pressure on Byrne, bring it up the floor. There's a screen set by Riopel. They'll go down low to Lax and just missed. Little turnaround hook shot. Quavinen head up all the way, surveying the floor. Will pull up at the elbow, let the traffic pass her by, and the numbers really weren't there. And Lax is going to match up man-to-man with her now. Roundy, it's a tough pass. It goes off from Rumrill out of bounds, and will it? I don't think it's going to stay down the sin. It won't. Be West Rutland basketball. And again, that was a tough pass at your feet to make the grab. So this probably will be the last shot site sequence right here with just 14 seconds to go. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Eddings across to Riopel, makes the grab, spins, pivots, and boy, time running down, ball knocked away, and that's going to be the half. And it'll be West Rutland by 13, 22-9 over Black River on Munger Vision. Just 13. It is kind of critical, the opening 4 to 5 minutes here this third quarter, because at 13 you want to become 20 or 22, and Byrne with the shot was no good. That was Heidi Byrne, the lone senior on this roster. And you can see that Chambers back in the ballgame. She left to get her ankle brace on. She left to go to the locker room to get her ankle brace on. As Quavinen just having all kinds of trouble against that zone defense being played right now to find an open spot. She'll catch, go to the hole, and it's a good-looking shot. She just missed it. Then Roundy might have been partially blocked, went to Quavinen, and she'll squirt the pass out to Chambers high off the backboard. No good. Ball on the floor, picked up by Lax. She wanted to get the tempo going, and she double dribbled away with it. And she needs some help now. She'll give the ball out to Holly Byrne. Want to swing it down inside, and it just wasn't the right gapping or spacing there, and I don't know, so West Rutland going to get lucky here. As Collins called for the foul, and West Rutland trying to get organized out there offensively. Blacks with McPherson there defensively, then Hollyburn dribble to the elbow, and they'll play toss and catch the two sisters well as Heidi Burn up and got it. There's a nice looking shot from the senior. 24-9, West Rutland up by 15, just underway here. 1 minute and 12 seconds have been played in the third quarter. You're watching Munger Vision, the last regular season home game for West Rutland, looking to get the win and build some momentum up. As Raish will turn around. Tell you, she does that. She's got some beautiful low post moves for such a young player. But what's impressed me about Rachel has just been her composure, her dignity, the way she plays the game, but just her composure out there. Hart got all the way down, dished it out, and raced for the basket. Hart with a great assist. Waited till the last possible second to take the shot, or the pass, and make it. It's Quavinen trying to weave her way down inside and didn't have any success there. Now kick the ball out, and long rebound on the weak side by Roundy as Chambers missed the outside shot. And the pass at the feet of Collins picked up by Lax, and should be and one, but she'll get the basket. (30-9) West Side. And that's what I said. The opening 4 minutes or so of this quarter are just crucial for Black Rivers. They've dropped to the 21-point deficit now. West Rutland off on an 8-0 run. As Quavinen high off the backboard, missed the shot, came down, and boy, where she's holding herself looks like a high ankle sprain. But I don't want to be a doctor, but she's going to sit up. Will she get up? No, she's going to wait for the coach to come out and take a look at her, and hopefully she'll be okay. On the corner to Chambers, and well, there's good news and bad news as Quavinen, with help, was able to walk off the floor. She couldn't put a lot of weight on that ankle on that side, but she's being attended to now on the sideline. And right now, if I had to take a guess, I'd say her return is doubtful, but that's outside by Hollyburn, no good. And the rebound will be off from Roundy's hands, and Roundy will push it forward to Rumrill. Rumrill on the break. Should be a blocking foul, yeah, on Heidi Burn. She just didn't get back in time to get to the spot. She really never turned and squared up, and the foul will be called on Heidi Burn. And they're going to give shots to Rumrill, and Sarah Rumrill will step to the line and be awarded a couple of shots for that effort. Actually, Quavinen is laying on the bleacher with her leg on the upper bleacher to elevate it to keep the swelling down. So I think that's one of Luigi's daughters. I think it's one of the Valenti girls who's helping her out. She's got a Spartans jersey on. Of course, she graduated last year. 30-11, and Raish. Oh, nice step inside by Hart in the basket. That was pretty. Oh, that was good basketball. That was just instinctive basketball without thinking right there. Nice natural moves. That's going to be McPherson. No. Long shot, created a long rebound, chased down in the corner by Byrne. Up front to Byrne, to Lax. And what Lax is trying to do is grab that ball and turn for the bunny shot quicker than the ball could get there. And we slapped out of her hands. It'll be West Rutland basketball on the baseline out of bounds with 4:25 to go in the third quarter of play. And that's going to be a push called on Rumrill, and then she'll help Lax up, and the two will shake hands, and there'll be no rumble in the corner here at the Hinchy Gym. They want Lax to come through. She did get her the ball. That's going to be picked off by Roundy. Just a very unorganized looking inbounds play, and that's going to be backcourt, yeah. As Roundy went to the floor, threw the ball back to Chambers, who hadn't cleared the timeline yet, and that's an easy call right there. You see Amanda Hart, junior on this roster, bringing the ball in plays to Holly Byrne, the younger of the two Byrne sisters. Lax to Raish. They'll kick it back out, and that was tipped by Rumrill. Yeah, and they'll stay West Rutland basketball. And that was a very fortunate break for West Rutland right there, as that play again they weren't on the same page. Lax. No, it passed up the 3-ball. Dambrakis hasn't come back in yet for West Rutland, but she was pretty much right on from the 3-point arc in that first half. 32-11. West Side enjoying the double-digit lead on their home court on seniors night, and also the last regular season home game. This will wrap up my coverage of West Rutland basketball. I'm unsure if I'm coming back next year or not. Like I said, I'm going to decrease my schedule after the softball season by at least 75%, if not 100%. But if I did come back, this would be one of the programs that I would come back and cover. And you can see Raish will step to the line with 3:42 to go, and there's going to be the third foul called on Chambers. Raish, cool as a cucumber, will drain that first shot. So Raish on her second attempt. Here comes Dambrakis in the ball game. As Chambers will get the rebound off the missed second free throw, take the one dribble and come off to Rumrill now. And Sarah Rumrill with no pressure will be picked up at the top of that zone by Lax, and you see Byrne rotate over to that side as they trap on the edges. And Chambers open, and nope. She's hit a couple of those early in the ball game. Hart's pass knocked down by McPherson. Hart will chase down the rejection, and she'll cross the timeline. And boy, I got to Holly Byrne, but it took a long change in route as it was knocked down by one of the Black River players, Sam Lax, to Heidi Byrne. And that pass was just even too tall for Morgan Raish. And Dambrakis, number 5, now coming in for Holly Byrne. As Van Gilder, 35, coming in for Black River. And I believe that is it for the changes. And Chambers will sit down and catch her breath now for the Lady Presidents. Down by 22 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. As Roundy saved it, that was the good news. The bad news was she saved it to West Rutland. And the good news is Dambrakis saved it. The bad news was she saved it to Black River as teams get a little sloppy here in the third. And Dambrakis with the 2 fouls, still playing aggressive out there. And a foul on Sam Lax, and Willie will make the call. Yeah, it's Johanna Lee going to come in the ball game for Morgan Raish for West Rutland. And Roundy, who seems like she's played every minute of the contest, will put the ball in play to McPherson, to Rumrill, and back to McPherson. That's Lax on the top of that zone, and now you can see Collins bounce outside and get the offense set. They need their spacing right now to run the play. There's the baseline, and the basket by Rumrill. Cuts the lead to 20 at 33-13. Hart will swing the pass over to Sam Lax. I mean, so I wouldn't be too discouraged if I was West Rutland fans who maybe didn't come to games or see them on Munger Vision, but you know, might caught the scores and went, oh man. Now this is obviously a different year from last couple years with a losing record, but what a coming out party for all these underclassmen. I mean, you got to be looking at the future of this basketball program and going, oh my goodness, this is going to be awesome. And Lax to Dambrakis to the basket, no good. The follow-up by Byrne, foul going to the line. Heidi Byrne, led by example all season, one of the seniors out there, hustling the floor, will go to the free throw line and get rewarded with 2 shots for her good hustle down the floor. And now roll off the side, and Byrne will take a little more time here on the second shot and see if that helps her. And she got it. It's McPherson again. West Rutland used the full court press effectively in that first half, and I'm not saying this is why they're doing it, but with the lead very heavily in their favor, they might be trying a different half-court defense, or maybe that good sportsman thing came up where they won't play full court press. I don't know, but when they did play the full court defense in the first half, it was very successful. Dambrakis created the turnover. She slapped the ball away, Then McPherson trying to get the ball, had to go off from hand out of bounds. As Collins sitting down, and I believe, was it Chambers that came back in, or was it Van Gilder? That's Rutland up top right now, and Eddings, no. I like the fact, I'll look at Lee in great position, put the shot back up, and Eddings will get the rebound. Lax looking for it, no, it'll rim out on her. Lee got fouled. They're going to say on the floor. She was wheeling to the hole, and the ball knocked out of her hands. That foul on McPherson. Her first personal, team's fifth, and 36-13 West Rutland over Black River. You see Lax duck underneath, go all the way across the baseline to Hart. Nobody rotated on her, and it was a good look by Lax and a nice finish by Hart. Now push the lead up to 25 at 38-13. It's Rumrill on the run, just missed a shot. Made a nice offensive move to get open, and Van Gilder will take Hart down, and she'll have another bruise on that leg in the morning. And that's going to be the third foul on Van Gilder. So in Black River opting to set up in their half-court defense with just 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lee will put it on the floor, split the defense. Oh, man, everything but the basket. That was a beautiful play. Hart to the ball and was loose and to the hole and missed it. 13 seconds. West Rutland going to get another chance. Lax, it's enough of this. I'll finish it. Boy, West Rutland was relentless in that sequence. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Rumrill aware of this. He's going to let it fly. Got it! Rumrill will have it at the buzzer, the bright spot of the ball game for Black River, and they'll make it a 40-16 West Rutland lead heading into the final quarter play on Munger Vision. I've said it for 16 years, and I meant it. No lead is insurmountable. Maybe Rumrill's shot at the buzzer will energize Black River, but they need to have an opening strong part of this quarter. As Hart, jump ball. She tied up Van Gilder. It's going to be, well, West Rutland basketball. Yes, that's what it's going to be. And again, I'm not coaching or second guessing. I'm just talking. You would think down by 24 points that they might start creeping up with the pressure and try to create some turnovers. McPherson, no. Rebound, batted around, picked up on the baseline by Eddings. Hart actually came out with it. Eddings with the ball now, and she wants to give it right back to Hart. That's Lee. Long bounce pass. Eddings got it. But I tell you, Eddings has come so far in 2 years. That's an excellent feed by Lee and a nice finish by Eddings. And Hart with the steal. Boy, she's got the numbers. She just can't get a handle on the basketball. And that gave Black River a chance to get back in defensive position. Lee to Eddings, same play, different results. Lax got inside, kept the ball alive. It'll go out of bounds off from Sammy Lax, and it's going to be Black River basketball. It's McPherson and Rumrill, and we have a timeout taken by Black River with 6:52 left on the night on Munger Vision. 42-16. West Rutland with the lead. Injured players, Jem Sumner with the sling on, and she was a starting point guard. Taylor Raish with the civilian clothes on. She was a projected starter for West Rutland. Again, you lose, two of your key players, and you look how the season went. I know there were some lopsided scores in there, but overall, for such a young squad, I gotta tell you how impressed I was with this group, and I always see their future being pretty awesome. And that's going to be knocked away. McPherson will get to it and go to the floor, lose it on the dribble, and Holly Byrne will be fouled by, well, I believe McPherson, but we'll wait and see what Mark calls. And 15 is McPherson. That's the 7th team foul, so there'll be shots the rest of the night for West Side. And they got off to the fast start, never looked back, and like I said, they started their season off with 2 home wins. And they're looking to finish their regular season schedule, the home version of it, with a win. Here's McPherson in the corner to Chambers. Going to throw over the top of that defense. And I don't think Quavinen is going to come back in the ballgame for Black River. She's still got her leg elevated in the ice on it. And this Roundy will hit the deck, pop right back up. And Roundy's played with a little chip on her shoulder tonight. And I don't have any problem with that. She's, you know, determined out there. Teresh up and no. A rare miss from in close by Raish. The offensive rebound went back to West Rutland. Hart kind of indecision there. It looked like she might have taken some steps, but Byrne to Raish to Byrne, back to Raish. Slapped away from behind by Chambers. Tough pass, and that's a hot potato. And McPherson got ran over by Raish, and I'll have no problem with the foul called on Raish. That will definitely be her third now. And she got her money's worth on the third foul. Cottonhill take the ball, slide out right in front of the Black River bench. And Collins going to come in for McPherson. No, Collins going to come in for Van Gilder, and that's a Black River change. And again, like I said, that's 3 fouls on Raish now. Chambers, no. Rebound, got a foul.
Wait.
Sammy Lax will get the foul, and it'll be just a possession foul. So that's only the 5th team foul, second on Lax. Ball goes out of bounds. 5:37 to go. 4th quarter action, and I want to correct myself. That is the 4th team foul. Got it. McPherson catching and firing will get the basket. And Heidi Byrne. Remember, no shot clock in the state of Vermont. Like I always said, I won't be around long enough to see us get in the next century and have a shot clock. Foul on the arm, not called, and ball will come loose, picked up by Roundy, and she'll just go behind the pile and find an opening on the far side, and she'll leave the ball now for Rumrill. So 42-18 West Rutland. As the West Side defense and the Black River offense limiting the Presidents point-wise here in the third quarter, in the 4th quarter, well, second half, say. It's Collins to Rumrill, and the running one-hander this time was just snuffed right out. I believe it was Raish with the block, as McPherson will be called for the foul. It's a blocking foul, and that's going to send West Rutland to the line. That's the 8th team foul, and Byrne will take the 1-and-1. So Heidi Byrne will eye the basket, and no. And Raish just picked up foul number 4. Yep. 5th team foul, 4th on Raish, and Roundy and McPherson in the backcourt. And again, West Rutland's pulled out that press they employed in that first half. And to be quite honest with you, they really haven't needed it here in the second half. That's going to be from the outside and short, and a rebound will go to the baseline, out of bounds, and Hart will watch it, and it'll become West Rutland basketball. And now I see Quavinen putting her warm-up jersey on. Her night is done, and hopefully the foot or ankle injury won't be that serious a thing. Hart well short, but the ball with a long rebound. Rumrill will spin away from the pressure. And too strong. There's the rebound. McPherson no good. And Hart breaking out of the pack. Kinda. Got the basketball under control now, and she traveled. Yeah. Oh, it sounded like it looked. Like a herd of buffalo coming down the floor. At the midway point of the 4th quarter. And there's the kick out on the wing. They'll bring the ball back into Collins to Rumrill. Up and no. I tell you, she's the young lady that hit the shot at the buzzer at the half. And that's right off the back of the head of Raish. The Chambers got it. Nice break the other way. Chambers with the finish and cuts the lead to 22, 42-20. Raish ducks up underneath, trying to walk her defender down inside. Just left a shot short. And Dambracus and Lee coming in for West Rutland, number 5 and number 12 respectively, as Hart and Lax will come out, catch their breath for West Side. Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that West Side will end their home schedule, the 2011 season, with the win here, barring probably the biggest crumble in West Rutland history. Dambracus to Lee will wrap the pass round. Nice job by Raish going to get it. Hollyburn had a chance at it. Gave the ball back to Heidiburn. And Dambracus for 3. No. She was just sizzling in that first half from the arc. That pass slid out and it's picked up by Heidiburn. Boy, I tell you, she was in some nasty traffic and still managed to get a shot off. But I tell you, there was a lot of bumping and grinding and thumping going on in that pile. As Van Geiler will be coming back in the ballgame for Black River. Rumrill, go on the line, shoot a couple. And I believe Heidi Byrne picked up the foul, as he said, number 2, and Rumrill with just 2.5 minutes to go. And that's 2 fouls on Heidi Byrne. That's the team's 6. 2 shots, so Rumrill fouled in the act of shooting. And Van Geiler coming in for Chambers. Chambers with just a slight limp. Remember, she left the ball game to get her brace on. And that's good. So Rumrill with some points here for Black River in the second half. Has cut the lead in half at 42-21. It's Eddings going to be checking back in for West Side, and she's at the scorer's table right now. And Roundy just came over and said, I don't think so, and slapped the ball out of bounds. And it'll be Raish sitting down. And that's a foul on Roundy, and there's no doubt about it. And Eddings is going to step to the line and shoot just the 1-on-1, as that's just the 9th team foul. Now the next foul committed by Black River will obviously be 2 shots the rest of the night for West Side. Got it. Eddings, like I said, been a valuable player off the bench for West Rutland this year. And only her 2nd season of organized basketball. We'll get them both. (44-21) West Rutland. Again, West Rutland playing without Jen Sumner, who got a cast on her arm. Said she injured it in the Leland and Gray away game. And so you see Black River right now working the ball around the perimeter. As Van Geiler, no, rebound, put back up, and one more time. Roundy, count it. Roundy, I believe, got both offensive rebounds, and she'll earn the shot at the free throw line, looking for the 3-point play. Is that foul on Eddings, her 3rd. And that shot, good. As Sydney Milley, number 20, coming to the Black River scoring table. She's going to be trying to get in here for the final minute and a half of the basketball game. Hollyburn will swing the ball around to Dambracus. And boy, just did get to Heidi Byrne before the defense got there. Look at Lee get on the boards, couldn't get it, and Eddings going to go to the line, shoot 2. Tell you, Kayleen Eddings, like I said, if there was a person in the running for the award of the most improved player, she would be right in that running. I mean, that's how well she has progressed from her first year to her second year here of playing organized basketball. Got it. And so Hollyburn coming on the ball game, and that's going to be Lexi Champagne, 13, coming in for West Rutland. That's the West Rutland change, and Millie, number 20, coming in for Collins for Black River. And I believe Riopel, will be coming, trying to get in the ball game here toward the end. Now, Riopel played some in the first half for West Rutland, and senior Heidi Byrne coming out for her final time here on her home court. Gets a nice round of applause and a big hug from her coach. And Westside up by a 46-24 score. Got an offensive foul called on Van Guyler. There'll obviously be no shots on this, and West Rutland will take over with just a minute, 25 to go. Quavenin, in case you missed it, was injured in the ball game for Black River. Looks to be some type of ankle injury. Never did return. Hopefully that won't be a lingering injury. And that's the basket there. And Westside nearing the 50-point mark with just 1 minute left in the contest. Millie with the hold, and she'll take a few dribbles against Champaign, and her pass coming back will get to Rumrill. Oh, quick hands by Van Guyler up. Weak side rebound. No. And who touched it last will be the call. And it'll be Black River basketball. As Heather Holzinger going to come in for Kayleen Eddings. And I'm saying, yeah, will be Lee coming out of the ball game. Okay, as they had a switch there. So Holzinger in the ball game for Lee for West Rutland. Millie with the grab, might have traveled. Yeah, she did leave the ground. That's with just 43 seconds to go. West Rutland going to get the win to close out their home schedule. There's the interception by Roundy. Champaign back. Roundy will swing the pass across. Nice grab by Rumrill. Come back to McPherson, and nope. Rebound, got it. No choice for Roundy. She had to make the rebound, and the ball was going to take her head off. And let's see, Champaign will look for Riopel, and Roundy will knock that out of bounds. So Roundy's played hard the whole ball game, continuing to do so for Black River, as Dambrakis will get inside, get the pass to Holzinger, and had a ball slapped away from her by McPherson. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and jump ball called as Dambrakis will tie it up, and it's going to stay with Black River. And just 2.9 seconds to go in the ball game. Van Guyler at the buzzer, no good, and that's it. Congratulations to West Rutland on seniors night. They'll get the 48-26 win on Munger Vision over Black River.